Hi guys, today I'll be doing a comparison video between LG's 32-inch 32GS95UE and LG's 39-inch 39GS95QE 8 months later, as I've been using both these monitors for a while now, and I thought it'd be a great one to do in case you were planning to buy one, as the price has dropped quite a bit now. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So for both of these monitors, I'll be showing you around the design, testing them out, and seeing how good the picture quality is, seeing how they perform when gaming, and using them for productivity purposes, highlighting any pros and cons to give you a better idea of which one to choose. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Let's begin by taking a look at the design. The 32-inch has a flat screen, whereas the 39-inch monitor has a heavy 800R curvature. Both monitors are very similar at the back, with a smooth finish with LEDs going around the mounting point for the monitor arm. Both monitors have a near bezel-less design on all sides, which looks very slick. They both have controls at the bottom where there's a joystick allowing you to make adjustments to the OSD together with a headphone jack, but unfortunately neither come with a remote control, which is a bit of a shame. They both feature LG's new L-shaped monitor stand design with a gap at the back for cable management, and you're able to move it up and down, tilt it forwards and backwards, swivel it left and right, and with the 32-inch you can also pivot it 90 degrees to a portrait mode. If you compared the physical screen size on the 32-inch to the 39-inch, height-wise it's very similar, with the main difference being the stretched display with a heavy curve. Ports-wise they're identical, with them both having the following ports. So 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4, one USB-B 3.0 upstream port, 2 USB-A 3.0 downstream ports, and a power input. It would have been nice if the monitors didn't have a separate power adapter and this was integrated into the back. The 32-inch has speakers, something that's not on the 39-inch, but both monitors don't have a KVM or a Type-C port, which would have been useful if you use multiple devices, so a Windows PC and Mac, for example. Size-wise, with my desk, which is 150 centimeters wide and 70 centimeters deep, both monitors feel perfectly fine without them feeling overwhelming in any way, which is really helped by the space-saving design of the stand. Even with the heavy curvature on the 39-inch, it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Moving on to picture quality, and a 39-inch monitor has a WQHD OLED display giving a 21:9 aspect ratio, providing a 3440 by 1440p resolution, and the 32-inch has a 4K OLED display giving a 16:9 aspect ratio, providing a 3840 by 2160 resolution. They both have a DCI P3 98.5% color gamut with a color depth of 1.07 billion, together with a contrast ratio of 1.5 million to 1, giving vivid colors with great contrast levels, with them both supporting HDR10, giving higher levels of brightness and contrast. Viewing angles from left to right and up and down are really good, with literally no reduction in picture quality, and as these are OLED panels you don't get any light bleed, plus with the self-lighting pixels providing inky blacks, making those dark scenes look absolutely amazing. Text on the 39-inch monitor is not bad, but due to its size and resolution, the pixel density isn't great, with it having a PPI of 96. So you do see some slight frigging around the text if you look closely, but on the 32-inch it's excellent, with it having a PPI of 140. On both the monitors, LG have upgraded to using their MLA Plus technology to enhance brightness levels from 200 nits to 275 nits in both SDR and HDR peak brightness, and in addition it has VESA display HDR True Black 400, ensuring that the monitor will deliver at least 400 nits of peak brightness. I did measure the peak brightness on both the monitors, with them both providing an average picture level peak brightness of 1800 lux, which is what I was seeing on my light meter, and performance was pretty good in a bright room, providing quite an impressive experience. Both the monitors have a matte finish, providing an anti-glare low reflection coating on the display, which is something you have on the majority of gaming monitors out there, and this helps to reduce the screen reflections from ambient lighting, especially in very bright rooms, or if you work next to a window. But on the negative side, the anti-glare low reflection technology can reduce the color representation slightly on the display, so so the colors won't seem as good as what you see on an OLED TV with a glossy screen where they literally pop out. But personally, I didn't feel it affected picture quality that much, as it still looked really good. But playing any color-rich games with vibrant colors, both screens do a pretty good job providing great colors and picture quality. Onto gaming, and seriously, 8 months in and both the monitors give an amazing gaming experience with near instantaneous response times and low input lag, giving a really responsive feel. The 39-inch felt much more immersive due to the heavy 800R curvature, giving excellent coverage in your field of vision, and gaming on these monitors is so good and really smooth, with both of them having a 0.03 millisecond response time, making these monitors so fast. They both support AMD G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, providing an ultra smooth gaming experience with no screen tearing or stuttering. With the added benefit of the 240Hz refresh rate, it was just awesome. But with the 32-inch, you've got the advantage of the dual mode option, which you can activate with just one click of this button underneath the monitor, allowing you to take the refresh rate to an insane 480Hz. You do need to compromise on the resolution though, as it takes it down to 1080p, but you still get a 10-bit color depth and HDR is supported. Playing Fortnite or COD in this mode is awesome, with a faster refresh rate giving you the edge when gaming. The near instantaneous response time really does make a difference. In terms of usage, both are perfect on a desk, but with the 39-inch you get a higher level of immersion, with the 800R curvature being pretty good when gaming, and the curvature helps to provide an equal viewing distance, which is the same moving across the curvature, meaning your eyes don't have to keep refocusing in your field of view. It has a 21:9 aspect ratio, so native support for most games, unlike a 32:9 aspect ratio, making it perfect for ultra-wide gaming. Whereas the 32-inch is best for competitive gaming due to the smaller size, plus you're able to reduce the screen size where you can select either 24 or 27 inches, with the remaining screen having a black border around it. So the perfect monitor for competitive gaming, helping you focus better. Over to racing on a sim cockpit, and the 39-inch had the advantage here with the wider screen, giving a better level of immersion, performing really well. Console gaming wise, the 32-inch is perfect. I've got it connected to my Xbox Series X, and looking in settings, you can see that everything is checked other than Dolby Vision for gaming. And looking in video modes, allow Dolby Vision is disabled and allow auto low latency is disabled too, but that's fine as it's already in the lowest latency mode as it's optimized for gaming. So the games that support 4K at 120Hz will be supported by this monitor, with the added feature of variable refresh rate on the Xbox Series X, S and PlayStation 5, giving it an awesome gaming experience. Over to the 39-inch, and it's a slightly different story, as this is a stretched 1440p monitor. 120Hz is supported, and in settings and support wise it's very similar to the 32-inch, but as consoles don't support an ultra-wide format, the picture will be stretched. However, you can adjust the monitor to show the original format, so a 16:9 aspect ratio, but with that you'll see 2 black bars on either side, so it does work but not ideal. Productivity wise, the 39-inch with its wide WQHD display provides a lot of screen real estate, perfect for displaying multiple windows, which helps with multitasking, allowing me to have multiple windows open on a single screen. Even working in Adobe Premiere Pro is good, as I can see a large part of the timeline when video editing, and text quality isn't too bad either, but like I mentioned before, you will notice some slight frigging around text if you look closely, and as this is essentially a stretched 1440p monitor, it's no surprise, but working at a normal distance away from the screen, it's really not too bad. In contrast, the 32-inch, even with its smaller screen, provides ample space for having multiple windows open, with it being pretty cool for editing videos. It has a higher PPI of 140, and this helps to ensure the text clarity is excellent. Both monitors have a headphone jack at the front, so you're able to plug in your headphones, and on the 32-inch, LG has added speakers, and the method they've used is pretty impressive, as they've created something called Pixel Sound, which is essentially speakers behind the screen. Instead of having them either backwards or downwards firing, the sound basically emits through the screen, and to be honest, the sound quality on this is really good, with some depth too, with them being better than the speakers on the majority of monitors out there, where the sound is very tinny, but it can't replace using a gaming headset. That would give a more surround sound experience. But have a listen to this to hopefully give you a rough idea of the quality to expect. Entertainment wise, so watching movies or TV shows, I'd say the 32-inch is the best, with it having speakers and a 4K OLED screen which has a 16:9 aspect ratio, giving an awesome picture quality. You could just use a console to stream from, or even connect up an Amazon Fire Stick, as it has multiple HDMI ports. You can also stream on the 39-inch monitor, which is fine, but the resolution will be lower at 1440p. There's no speakers, and when you're watching movies in a 16:9 aspect ratio, you'll see two black bars on either side. And for this scenario, both the monitors would have definitely benefited with having a remote control. The 39-inch monitor supports picture in picture and picture by picture, but this isn't supported on the 32-inch. It's actually a great option for multitasking, as it allows you to display two different input sources at the same time. So with picture by picture, you could have your PC shown on one side and have your console shown on the other side, with each one giving a 1720 by 1440p resolution with a 120 Hz refresh rate on each side. But to note, in this mode, HDR isn't supported. You could also have your PlayStation on one side and an Xbox on the other, giving a two-player gaming setup, but it does look a little stretched. Now with picture in picture on your main display, you can get the full resolution of 3440 by 1440 with a 240 Hz refresh rate and HDR support, with the subsource supporting 1080p at 60 Hz but no HDR support, and you're able to choose between two different sizes, together with allowing you to change the position of the subsource on the screen. Audio wise, if you use a headphone jack, you can only have one source playing at a time, and you're able to pick which one. So in summary, if I was choosing between the two monitors, it's a tough one, as both monitors provide an excellent gaming experience. But it would really come down to usage. The 39-inch is aimed at PC gamers, so if you wanted a monitor for your sim racing rig, I'd definitely go for the 39-inch due to the wider display, giving an excellent level of immersion. It's also great on a desk, with the level of immersion feeling insane. But gaming wise, if you plan to get this monitor, just make sure the games you plan to run on there support the ultra-wide format. In contrast, the 32-inch is a better all-round monitor aimed at both PC and console gamers. With its smaller size, it felt more practical on a desk, with it taking up a minimal amount of space. It has a better PPI than the 39-inch, so great for productivity. And gaming wise, this one had the edge with the dual mode, allowing you to boost the refresh rate to 480 Hz. But remember, this comes at a cost, as the resolution goes down to 1080p. It would be interesting to see in the future if a 27-inch monitor with a 480 Hz refresh rate without a reduction in picture resolution would ever be released, as that really would be the sweet spot for competitive gamers. But nevertheless, this is the perfect all-round monitor for gaming, productivity and entertainment purposes, as it even has speakers, together with having the ability of reducing down the picture size. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing one of these OLED gaming monitors. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links, together with Black Friday deals. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with UltraGear, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.